There is no doubt that transportation as a service is the future of transportation. This industry has been overgrowing in recent years, and there are good reasons for this. In this post, we will talk about the benefits of transportation as a service and why it is such a significant trend. We will also explore how transportation as a service is changing the way we think about transportation. What is transportation? Transportation is moving people or goods from one place to another. It can be done by various means, such as cars, buses, trains, planes, or even boats. Transportation as a service is a new and growing industry that provides transportation services to customers on demand, like food delivery. Different types of transportation are available today, such as buses, cars, and trains. There are also rideshare services available nowadays, like Uber and Lyft. What is transportation as a service? Transportation as a service is an industry that provides transportation services to customers. Transportation as a service is often seen as an alternative to traditional transportation methods, such as public transportation or owning a car. Transportation costs can be a significant expense for many people, so transportation as a service can save people much money. Vehicle costs, such as gas, car washes, and oil changes, can be much cheaper when transportation as a service is used. Parking or repair facilities may also be included in transportation as a service, which is an excellent way to save up. There are many types of transportation available. You can use your vehicle as a mode of transportation, or you can use transportation service. Some transportation services are ride sharing. Ride sharing is when you share a ride with someone and can use apps like Uber or Lyft. It is a good transportation service because it is much cheaper than owning a car or public transportation. Bike sharing. Bike sharing is when you can use a bike for transportation. It is a great way to get around if you live in a city. You can use apps like Ofo or Mobike. Car sharing. Car sharing is when you share a car with someone. It is a perfect transportation service because it is cheaper than owning a car. You can use apps like Zipcar or CarShare Hertz. Taxi services. Taxi services are when you can use a car to get around. It is an excellent transportation service because it is much cheaper than owning a car or public transportation. You can use apps like Uber or Lyft. The benefits of TaaS. There are many benefits of transportation as a service. Some of these benefits include convenience. You can use transportation as a service to get around town without having to worry about finding parking or dealing with traffic. Flexibility. Transportation as a service is often more flexible than traditional transportation methods. You can use it when you need it, not when you don't. Cost-effective. Transportation as a service can save you money on transportation costs. Environmentally friendly. Transportation as a service can help reduce your carbon footprint. Aside from that, it is also very convenient because you can use it whenever you want and wherever you are. You have to worry about parking, repair facilities, and gas when you have your car. With transportation as a service, you don't have to worry about any of that. In addition, transportation as a service is much more environmentally friendly than traditional transportation methods. Electric vehicles are becoming more and more common, and transportation as service companies are using them more and more. Private transportation providers are also working on autonomous cars, which would be even more environmentally friendly. How does TaaS work? TaaS vehicles are usually owned by TaaS companies and not by individuals. It is one of the main ways that transportation as service companies make money. Car ownership rates have been falling in recent years, and transportation as a service is one of the reasons why. With transportation as a service, you don't have to worry about the cost of owning a car. Car ownership declines when transportation as a service becomes more popular. It is because people are choosing to use transportation as a service instead of having their car. Connected cars are becoming more common, and TaaS companies are using them to provide better service. They are vehicles with internet access and can connect to other devices. It allows TaaS companies to track their cars and provide better service. For example, the TaaS company can send another vehicle to pick up the passengers if a car breaks down. Uber Technologies Inc. is one of the transportation service companies that use connected cars. Are you looking for something that allows you to track your shipments at all times? If so, we have the perfect service provider for you. Affiliate disclaimer: Frate Chain is supported by our viewers. When you purchase through links on our site, we may earn an affiliate commission that helps keep our website and its content. Thank you. Learn more. Keep Truckin' makes it so easy to schedule and track your delivery. You can even get an inspection report on the app. With these features, you won't have any stress or wasted time. Check out Keep Truckin' today. If you would like to learn more about ELD and GPS service providers, check out our previous post. How is TaaS changing the transportation industry? Transportation as a service is changing the transportation industry in several ways. First of all, it is making transportation more convenient and affordable. In addition, transportation as a service is much more environmentally friendly than traditional transportation methods. Transportation marketplaces are also becoming more popular due to transportation as a service. These marketplaces allow people to find and book transportation services easily and quickly. Finally, transportation as a service is leading to the development of new technologies, such as autonomous vehicles. The TaaS industry is multiplying. The transportation as a service market in the United States is expected to grow from $36 billion to $285 billion by the next decade. This rapid growth is driven by factors, including the increasing use of smartphones and the declining cost of transportation as a service. The transportation as a service industry is also being driven by the expanding number of people choosing to use transportation as a service instead of owning their car. The transportation as a service industry is changing how people think about transportation. In the past, people would buy or lease a car and then use it when they needed to get around. Transportation as a service is leading people to think about transportation differently. Instead of owning or leasing a car, people are using transportation as a service to get around. It is especially true in urban areas, where transportation as a service is more convenient and affordable than traditional transportation methods. To learn more about the transportation industry, check out our previous post, The Future of TaaS. The future of transportation as a service is looking very bright. Transportation as a service is convenient, affordable, and environmentally friendly. In addition, transportation as a service is changing how we think about transportation. In the next decade, transportation as a service will continue to grow and change the transportation industry. We expect to see more transportation marketplaces, new technologies, and even more convenient and affordable transportation options. It is an exciting time to be in the transportation industry. One of the things that we look forward to is lessening global warming effects and air pollution. Some service-based transportation is now adapting electric vehicles to replace gas cars. It is an excellent development not just for the environment but also for us people. According to the World Economic Forum, the transportation as a service industry is expected to grow to $24 trillion by the next decade. Many factors, including the following, will drive this growth. The cost of transportation is increasing. There is a growing awareness of the environmental impact of transportation. People are looking for alternatives to traditional transportation methods. Transportation as a service is becoming more popular. Technology is making it easier to use transportation as a service. Learn more about the different types of transportation by checking our previous post. Final thoughts. So what do you think? Is transportation as a service the future of urban travel? Transportation as a service is the future, coming sooner than you think. Whether or not this is a good thing remains to be seen. Still, I am looking forward to less traffic, shorter commutes, and never having to worry about finding parking again. Though it may seem far-fetched, transportation as a service could be the future of urban travel. It's not hard to see the appeal. No more waiting in line for a taxi or fighting for a spot on the bus. And with ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft already taking off, this type of transportation is here to stay. If you're looking for an affordable, convenient way to get around town, transportation as a service is worth checking out. Once again, thank you for watching. Disclaimer: Frate Chain provides educational content only. It should not be taken as professional advice. You should always consult a freight shipping expert before making any decisions.